Right. My enthusiasm for comics is critically low, so don't be surprised if suddenly videos just stop happening. I picked this out because I didn't give a rat's arse if this comic was good or bad. This is Dartboard, issue 13 from the 90s. He's back. Venom. That is some great cover copy, and I'll tell you why it is so great. He's back. Venom's never been in the series before this. Other than that, though, it is a pretty decent cover by Michael Mann. I will explain Dartboard in this video, so don't worry if you don't understand what this rip-off of Silver Orcs is. But our ongoing story is that Dartboard's magic amulet has been stolen, and it has been stolen by another Spider-Man enemy, Tom Stone. This should immediately clue you into a big reason why Dartboard never really lasted as a character long term. It is a cliche adage, but a hero is only as good as his villains, and Dartboard has very little his own. We have two Spider-Man bad guys in this. The debut villain that he battled was Hobgoblin across his first 3 issues. We spent several issues after that with the UFOs. When it comes to his own rogues gallery, his biggest villain appears to be a pipe. Lending bad guys is a trick that works early on. It means you don't have to establish a new bad guy, and you can instead focus more on the lead character. But the downside is that later down the line, Dartboard doesn't have a villain that is linked to him or his origin. Hobgoblin and Tom Stone, they are never going to be seen as Dartboard enemies before they are correctly seen as Spider-Man enemies. So Dartboard is over here and he is wounded. The amulet is usually in his chest, and it has been yanked out by Tom Stone. We get all this backstory here about how we got to this point, and if you have seen any of my other Dartboard videos, you know what I am going to say the minute she showed up on this page. So instead, let's do a quick Dartboard history lesson. Dartboard was created by Danny Fingeroth and Michael Mann, although I believe he was conceived by Tom Falcon. Don't quote me on that. And he began with his own series that ran for 50 or 60 issues. Dartboard, Christopher Dartboard, typical Peter Parker wannabe. He finds a magic amulet and it transforms him into a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, or an IT Orphan Power Ranger. I'll explain that one later by the door. Darkboard also becomes a member of the New Warriors, and briefly the Avengers. One of the most important things about the Darkboard character is that his mum is very hot. She is the real star of the series. This hot, high-powered lawyer woman who wears skirts. There are many mysteries in Darkboard, such as where does his amulet come from? And what does he look like under the helmet? But the greatest mystery is why he isn't incestual. Some people like Darkboard. They probably wouldn't if he was getting his mum to spread her legs every other issue. But it is one of those series that connected with people and they have fondness for. And I am not going to mock those people or say that they are wrong. Darkboard is, and this is intended as a compliment, Darkboard is inoffensive. It is ideal for me in the mood I am in. Darkboard is a character I don't care that much about, and his comics are never going to be so good it makes me upset that comics aren't always good, or so bad it makes me angry that comics are nearly always bad. One thing I will say against Darkboard is that in more recent years they have completely bastardised them, and his lore, War of Kings, I think it was, hated everything they did with him, now being forever linked to Excellent Men mythology with the Shite Horse Empire. And it got worse because 10 years after that, they explicitly made the Phoenix integral to his origin. Fucking hate that. That is the sort of thing that actually makes me feel as downbeat and miserable about the medium as I currently am. So you might notice two things. One is that Darkboard uses the official Captain America style of hiding, which is he pops on a duffel coat and thinks that that is a disguise. And the other thing you might have clocked is that we are getting very, very far into this comic without Venom appearing. For a cover appearance, and a full cover appearance, I do disagree with it. It's dishonest to pop Venom on the front as if he is the main focus of this issue. However, when we do get to him, I'll give it some credit, and we do get about 3 or 4 pages of him. And I am more interested in Darkboard's mum anyway. When Christopher Darkboard transforms into Darkboard, it's a different body. He swaps into another body, an alien body in armour. And so, technically, right, I have thought about this a lot. If I was Darkboard, technically, it wouldn't be incest. Like, I reckon I could get out of any legal fallout because the dartboard body isn't her son, so it's not incest. His mum was created by Danny Finger and Girls and Michael Mann. She first appeared in the first issue, and she is in the whole series too. And my stance on incest remains it is wrong, and I don't support it. But mainly because my family are actually ugly, and I wouldn't want to shag them anyway. I wouldn't shag my mum, but I would shag Dartboard's mum. And it's great because I am not actually related to her. I don't even need to switch to my alien body to get away with ploughing her, because we're not related as is. After this though, here is Big Boy Venom. This is a still relatively early showing for Venom, and when it comes to audience, I think Venom is the exact sort of thing a reader of Dartboard would get excited for. It is also rather funny that Venom absolutely demolishes Dartboard. It is the most one-sided fight possible. And the only thing that would make it even better is that after he had crushed Dartboard physically, if Venom went and slept with his mum. Yeah, if I ever get handed a Dartboard series to write, all the bad guys, they would be trying to rattle his mum. They replaced him anyway. Christopher Dartboard, for some reason, they introduced a new Dartboard. And it's not even a different race or a different gender. And I bet the new one doesn't even have a hot mum. Actually, I bet the only reason they made a legacy Dartboard in the first place was so that they could have it so that a version of Dartboard could finally fuck the mum. That is this one, and I remain mostly impressed with his mother. She is a terrific woman, and she has her life together. She is working a well-paying job, she is raising a family of 3 by herself, and she never lets it wear her down. She still looks amazing too. Why does Tom Stone want the magic amulet? The real prize is Dartboard's mum. I give Dartboard's mum the best of 7 thumbs up.